So powerful women, we enjoy being checked as long as it's safe. We enjoy seeing your backbone as long as it's honoring. You can honor me and realign me at the same time if you are a man's man. A real alpha man isn't a man who's overpowering. It isn't a man who's controlling and running stuff and it's his way. That is called narcissistic. A real alpha man has balance. When he looks a certain way, that woman understands what that means. Powerful woman like myself.
You know, I'd never cheat on my wife. It's like, is there anybody asking you to that you actually find attractive? Or are there dozens of people asking you to that you find attractive? It's like, well, I would never cheat. It's like, no, you just don't have the opportunity. Now, I'm not saying that everyone's in that position, you know, that they would cheat even if they had the opportunity, because that's not true. And it's the same with regards to, oh, I'm a peaceful man. It's like, no, you're not. You're just a weak coward. You wouldn't dare have a confrontation, physical or metaphysical. And you're passing it off as morality because you don't want to come to terms with the fact of your own weakness and cowardice. And part of the Nietzsche was criticizing was exactly of that sort. It said that failure in life masked by the morality that's nothing but weak cowardice turns to the resentment that undermines and destroys everything, and that does that purposefully.
Yeah, I think he was criticizing if under the facade of niceness there's an ocean of resentment.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Man, that's a cold piece of content, man. It's the actual reality of what it is. You have guys out here, man, that they have a negative outlook on everything that doesn't seem wholesome. Well, here's what you got to understand. Nothing in this world is wholesome except nature itself. Once you get man involved, there is no wholesomeness anymore. So there's going to be flawed logic and flawed outlook, and everything is going to have a little bit of nuance to it that you can define as negative or positive, depending on how you look at it. But one thing is for sure, it's easy to say what you don't do when the pressure to do it is not there for you. Very easy.
One of his most famous quotes is, as a man, you should be a monster and just know how to utilize it properly. But if that necessary moment comes up and you don't have it, you're beat.
You're beat every single time. And it goes for everything. It goes from physical confrontation with men to, and most guys don't call it this, but anytime you interact with a woman, it's an emotional confrontation. Like she's coming to do emotional battle.
Tell us the truth!
You have a type? I do.
What's your type?
A man's man, a hybrid, meaning he knows how to be in his masculine energy, but also his feminine energy. He's a hybrid. He has balance within himself. A man who knows how to submit and love, but also has backbone, knows how to stand up to what he believes is respectful for him and his values, meaning he's very gentle to me in my strong voice and my strong opinion and my powerhouse woman I am. Can you check me in a safe space?
Yeah.
Not can you disempower me?
That's weak.
There's something about that that's quite funny.
Can you check me in a safe space?
Yeah.
Not can you disempower me?
That's weak.
The nicest woman on earth is still coming to do emotional battle.
Can you check me in a safe space? A powerful woman, we enjoy being checked as long as it's safe. We enjoy seeing your backbone as long as it's honoring. You can honor me and realign me at the same time if you are a man's man. A real alpha man isn't a man who's overpowering. It isn't a man who's controlling and running stuff and it's his way. That is called narcissistic. A real alpha man has balance. When he looks a certain way, that woman understands what that means. Powerful woman like myself would adhere willingly, can't wait to a man who's really in his alpha, because that man loves me when he's checking me. That man is loving me.
She's coming to win an emotional battle with you. A woman who wants a husband, she's hoping to find a man and win that emotional battle with him. As a man, your job is to protect yourself and make sure you don't get tied in with the wrong woman. So it's a complete emotional battle. And if you're not prepared for battle, you wake up one day and you find yourself all in love and married to a woman who pregnant by somebody and she don't know who the dad is, but she your wife. You know what I'm saying? The other guy's like, shh. I mean, maybe he'll just claim his baby. That's his wife. And you're like, oh my God, I hope this is not this guy's baby. You know what I mean? Because what do? Do I like keep the woman and say, okay, the baby's mine anyway? But that only happens when you as a man don't understand that every day is a battle. When we wake up on shoot days, we already know it's going to be a battle. Something comes up on shoot days all the time. This time, Wasn't the same thing as it was last time, but it's still something that came up that we got to deal with and navigate and keep our minds on the task at hand at the same time. Everything is about you wake up, you ate the wrong shit, or let's say you drank last night. Okay, well, guess what? You got arms today, or you got chest and back today. You supersetting, chest and you gotta work.
You don't love yourself enough to take care of this. But what you mean? You're supposed to exercise if you love yourself. Uh-oh. What kind of walking did you do? What kind of exercise did you do? Did you get on a bicycle? Did you do something physical to keep this physical anatomy in good working condition? You didn't do that. Oh, I'm very busy. I'm too busy. I'm very busy. I'm a doctor. I got a lot of patients, man. I ain't got no time for that. I'm a teacher. I got to study, get my lesson plans out and everything. I ain't got no time for no exercise. Well, you got time to die. So just as you got enough medical science to be a good doctor, it's the big one. You out of here with a heart attack because you didn't love yourself enough to do good to yourself.
There's a battle. Oh man, I don't feel like getting up, man. I don't even feel that good, man. Maybe I should just take the day off, man. Or it's a battle. Everything is a battle. And if you're not prepared for battle by sharpening your tools and your swords, man, you're gonna be calling on the Lord every time you get into a scuffle.
And the other thing he said that's great is he said men that talk about, oh, I would never cheat on my wife. I'm a faithful man. And he's saying you're not a faithful man if you're faithful to a woman when no other woman wants you.
And you know what, man? There's a guy, Tony Gaskins. I heard him say something one time, bro. Now, I wouldn't go this far with it, but it showed that he's a man that understood what he had to overcome. And the guy said, I don't respect a man who isn't married and faithful to his wife.
And to be honest with you, that's why I'm in the relationship space. Because for me personally, I don't respect a man until he's married. Like a man does not earn my respect until he's married and faithful. Damn. Like he could bench press 500. He could make $1 million a week. He can have a jet. He can have houses around the world. A man does not have my respect. He will have my kindness. He will have, my love as a brother, as a man, but he won't have my respect and admiration until he can be married and faithful.
But he's also talked about how many times he cheated on his wife.
Every man is capable of cheating. But when a man taps into his purpose, now you're responsible for something. When we're raised, the more women you have, the more of a man you are.
Lord have mercy.
So I was a cheater my entire life until I met my wife.
Wow.
And for the first 2 years of marriage, I still was open to cheating. If I meet the right person that I could cheat with, I'll cheat.
So he pretty much said, man, I finally overcame that. And it's a level of respect that I give a man who can navigate that and say, okay, I've got this wife, but every time I turn around, something bad is throwing it at me. But now I can resist it. I get it. I just wouldn't shit on every other man and say, well, I can't respect you unless you do this. It's one thing to say, I respect a man who can, but to say, I can't respect any man who's not married and faithful to his wife. Come on, bro. That's a little bit of pandering going on in that shit. Dog. And man, I'm going to tell you what the deal is with that, man. If you stay on point, even when you have a wife. Now, here's the thing, man. If you make those vows to a woman that it's just you and me, you better fucking honor them. You got to be a man of your word, right? If you're not ready to honor them, don't make them. But if you do, if you stay on point, there's something to be said about this, dog. And whenever I'm abstaining, especially, man, this started when I was on the vow to Nazarite. Just walking into a room and having a few women in that room show you attraction confirmation, where you walk into that room, you feel like, you know what? I could smash something in here if I really wanted to. Sometimes that holds you over to keep you from crossing the line. Because you don't always just walk into a room and every room I go in, I got to find something to smash. You know what I mean? Sometimes just being reminded that if you wanted to, you could. It's enough, especially when you got a woman that you actually like at home. That may be able to sustain you and keep you from crossing that line as much as a guy who just, I mean, you led by your libido. You got to smash some, you know what I mean? And I think it also comes with a level of, a level of maturity, but also I think after so many sexual experiences, you start to run out of things that you haven't done, and the allure of it wanes just a little bit, where you start to become a little bit more, a little bit pickier, and you raise your standards a little bit more about who you're willing to deal with. And before long, most women don't meet your standard, and you gradually just get into that to where at 35, there's some women you smashed at 22, you'd be like, hell no,
Yeah.
no.
I don't cheat because I just decided that I don't want to be the kind of man that cheats. Not because I would never dare do it to the woman or break her heart or anything like that. It's not out of respect for women. It's out of respect for myself. Just to do all that sneaking around and like, I just decided I don't want to be that. So it's actually out of respect for myself.
Yeah. Because it's definitely not masculine, man. You got to sneak around like a little boy hiding and doing all that shit.
No, when she comes close to catching you, you got to come up with an explanation like the shit Scooby-Doo. And
yeah. Or try to convince the woman that the shit she's seeing, you ain't really seeing that. That's not what happened. So you got to lie on top of lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a weak position to operate from.
It is, man. It is.